2022, by the fall of that year, we had pressured the governor's office enough and the tourism officials enough that they basically said, okay, we'll bring in a team and do our own radar work, ERT work. So we and in 2019, that was the year, well, backing up to when we did our first GPR work. The month after we did that work in November 2019, the Turks, Jim Sturduson, who made a film, a short, like half an hour film about the original Turkish efforts, the people who discovered the site. He interviewed Captain Dropinar, and that's why the site is called the Dropinar site. He interviewed this guy was still alive, so he made this film. He visited the site, Jim Sturduson, in 1995, and so we didn't even know him until I met him at the 60th anniversary in whatever that year that was, 2000, founded in 59, 2019. And so, and Ilhan had already passed away, the Captain Ilhan Drepnar. His daughter, though, was there. And so I met them at the ARC site and we put up a table with all the stuff that we've done in the visitor center. Because at that time, it was an empty building. And so I got to know him. And when he found out we were doing this scientific work on the site in October 2019, he comes in from Istanbul. And we even bring in Dropinar's daughter. She flies in. I think she made it for this. I remember we also had Professor Kaya, who's a geographer at the local university, and one of the people that we interviewed, for this cable show. Anyways, I kept in contact with him. Well, they do it. He gets his iPhone out when I'm there, and he tells me, "Could you explain and slowly, because he's going to have it translated into Turkish, what was discovered with the ERT work in 2014 that shows maybe a hull, like this deep underground structure that look from certain angles, it looks like the preserved hull of a ship." And so he had me hold a piece of paper, and I just explained what I knew about it. I was an observer on that trip. Again, I had the media team, but this was the New Zealanders' work. And so I explained everything. Well, 1 month later, him and this friend who made the condo for me, so November 2019, they put out this press release in Turkey. And they call me an archaeologist, and they're saying, "Oh, they have found like the hull of the ship of Noah's Ark, and they're doing this scientific work." It wasn't nothing to do with the GPR yet. This was just the stuff that happened in 2014. Well, that goes around the world. This image of the ERT scans, and so not only Turkish press picked it up, but then all these other networks and news source organizations like British press. And then so when I'm in Tennessee that month in November at this conference where we have all the supporters, the 20 or 30 people there, the local Fox affiliate wanted to hear about this. And so I go down to the station in Nashville and they film an episode about it. So anyways, this is the first time since that 2018 story in Turkey, but this was the first time that the press really like jumped on the new data. And so this comes into play later on because now we're connected with these reporters